let's talk about the Rogue Order Hall. So when I went into this Rogue Order Hall, literally, I'm like, this doesn't look familiar at all, but it's so fucking cool. The way you get into the Rogue Order Hall is so cool. I got that on video. You have to go into Delaran and you have to put your thing on the. You talk to the guy and you lay your thing on the table, and then the book the
You lay your
wall
thing on
opens
the
up.
table, huh?
Yeah. You just whip it out and lay it on the
I
table.
come to party.
Hey,
And
whatever.
Lycan has some beautiful lore to go along with that, and we're all going to be nice and mute this lore go around.
Yes.
Just in case. But I'm going to go ahead and show the video, and Lycan, you can go ahead and take it away, my good sir.
Thank you, thank you. Just to let you know, I mean, there's really not much about the class itself on what lore is for who rogues are. We know where they're going to be located. They are going to be located in the Dalaran Underbelly. It's a beautiful area. I have to agree with Belle on this. But to get into the lore itself, the rogue class is a class of loners. You know, they're only worried about the contract and the completion. Rogues throughout history of Warcraft have been a shady one. Every race of members of Warcraft are eligible to be rogues, except for two of them, and those being the Draenei and the Tarn. You know, they believe that the class, you know, is not worthy of the race due to the deceit and the stealthiness. You know, I said this before. I think the Who's would make a lot of sounds when they're trying to tiptoe in stealth mode, but that's just me. I'm still waiting for my Tarn rogue to be a thing. There are many organizations within Azeroth that are rogue groups. You have the SI7, which is the Stormwind Intelligence Organization. The Shattered Hand Clan, they were the Horde Assassins. And you have the Deathstalkers, also known as the Darkstalkers. They are the Forsaken Assassin group. Plus, you also have the Ravenholdt and the Syndicate groups. Now, to go into these groups a little bit, and we're going to go into one notable character. The SI7 is the most active organization within the Alliance. They are stationed out of the Old Town quarter of the city and have operatives all throughout Azeroth. They are under direct supervision of Matthias Shaw. He is the grandson of Pathonia Shaw, which is the founder of the Stormwind Assassins. The next group we're going to go over is the Shattered Hand Clan. They're a group of orcs raised as slaves by the ogres, and we got to see this during the Warlords of Draenor events as we led into the Dark Portal. Kargath Bladefist was the founder, and like all Shattered Hand members, were slaves under the ogres. In order to win their freedom, they had to take out 100 orc lives to escape the arena. Kargath managed to get his 100 kills, only to find out that the promise of freedom was a lie. He was re-imprisoned, chained once more. And in an attempt to escape, he removed his hand and attached a blade directly to the stump. His followers did the same, and then went to fight with him to kill the ogres and win their freedom. And I said it's a great. If you haven't read the short story, please take a look at that. The Deathstalkers is the assassin guild for the Forsaken. They were the elite guard of the Dreadlord. I'm going to say this wrong. Varamathras. They are the main spy staff of the Forsaken. They are highly trained and extremely dangerous. They can remain underwater and even hide as corpses. You know, some speculate that they're even fallen members of the Blackthorn bandit army, raised as undead by Sylvanas herself. Now we get into probably two of the more popular ones, or more well-known, which is the Ravenholdt and the Syndicate. The Ravenholdt are a guild of thieves and assassins. They are in direct opposition of the Syndicate, which is one of the same. Their headquarters is in the Ravenholdt Manor in Alderac Mountains. Now, the Syndicate group is a group of mostly humans. These humans are enemies of pretty much everyone, including the Horde as well. They have one leader, which is Lord Falconcrest, and are stationed in Stromgarde Fortress in the Alterac Valley. Now, we can't talk about the rogues without going into who Valeera Sanguinar is. And when Valeera was a child, her entire family was killed by bandits. Not only did she survive the bandit attack, but she also survived the attacks of the Scourge. Is the video over already? No, we're still going. Okay, good. I'm sorry. She also attacked by the Scourge. She had no job or means for survival, so she stole what she could to make a living. Unfortunately, she was caught and imprisoned for her crimes. While she was in prison, she beat the crap out of a couple of guards and caught the attention of the arena promoter. But before she could escape, she was sold to Rhaegar Earthfury to fight in the Crimson Ring. Now, it's an arena where the combatants are fight to the death. And a lot of this information we're going to get from the manga and the comics, so please bear with me. It's not 100% canon. Now, she ended up killing Blood-Eye Redfist, and was transported to Orgrimmar in a cage with Gruul Bandmantle to be trained as a gladiator. While they were on their way, a new prisoner named Varian was added to the cage. Now, at this time, he had no memory of who he was or where he was. When they had reached Orgrimmar, Brawl had offered Varian a meditation remedy where he had a brief glimpse of his past. Valeera stopped the meditation for some unknown reason. Soon, the three were transferred to Dire Maul to fight in the arena contest. She was eventually sold to Helka Grimtoden, escaped, and went searching for Brawl and Varian, and won many battles together and started to become close friends. She was being followed by an assassin who soon defeated him. Though the fight took a lot out of her, she was rescued by Magus Aegwin. After being re-energized, Aegwin helped reunite her with Gruul and Varian themselves, who had regained his memories, now knowing that he was the King of Stormwind. She traveled with Gruul and Varian to Stormwind City on their way, and they fought off a bunch of Naga on the way across the ocean to Menethil Harbor. During this fight, Valeera absorbed arcane energies from a sea witch's trident, causing her to have this great addiction to magic. After reaching Stormwind, they headed for Ironforge. While on their way there, she was attacked by a Blood Elf warlock and possessed by the Dreadlord, Cathra Natir. She was treated by Aegwin once again in Ironforge, and she was able to return to Stormwind. When she got there, she helped reveal the secret that Onyxia was betraying them, traveled back across the ocean, and helped kill her. She returned once more to Stormwind to help start a failed peace treaty between the Horde and Alliance. Now, when the Scourge attacks Stormwind, there's some variations in this. Valeera stayed behind to help. She traveled to Ancrage with Meryl Winterstorm, which we've talked in the past before, being on the first Council of Tirisfal, to help save the Guardian Medan. Again, this comes from there. So this would be Gruona's son that she had with Medivh. During the rescue, Meryl was knocked out by Cho'Gall, and Valeera absorbed some of his magic, Meryl's. Unable to defeat Cho'Gall, Valeera offered herself to the demon that was still inside her to fend off Cho'Gall. When Meryl regained consciousness, he teleported the three out of harm's way. Valeera now wanted Medan's power, with the demon going inside her. But he and the Council of Tirisfal originally were able to successfully remove the demon, and were able to actually remove it from her again. Catherine the Tyr now went for and possessed Meryl. However, Meryl was able to repress it in his own body. And Valeera now, the three will not talk about the things that have occurred with that. And again, this is where it stays out of canon. But Valeera Sanguinar, one of the greatest rogues out there for her fighting prowess and her gladiatory, battles that she won, will be found as one of the members of the Uncrowned. This is a faction that you'll be able to raise rep with as a rogue, I believe, only. This is also the ones that are the ruling body, if you want to say, for the rogue class hall. Now, the rogue and Legion are getting some big changes. Specifically, we're losing a spec called the Combat Spec and being renamed the Outlaw. There's been a lot of monotonous between the three different classes, each having their own little things here and there, but really it was just another spec that was very underutilized with the other two there as well. With the Outlaw spec, though, it has the feel of the pirates that we've dealt throughout history of Azeroth. This will be a welcome change in my eyes. I think it'll give an opportunity to be more diversified and having some things that we'll be able to see that will give some more choosing for the class itself. Now, rogues, just as the other classes, will be receiving 3 new sets of artifact weapons. The Outlaws, they will actually get what is called the Dreadblades, and they're named Fate and Fortune. After Cataclysm, Admiral Eliza Goreblade discovered a pair of cutlasses inside a ship near Booty Bay. When she used them, she pillaged many ships with them, and nobody was able to defeat her. Most claim that the blades actually were cursed. The Dreadblades themselves actually give you the on-use ability called Curse of the Dreadblades. This allows you to use your finishers more rapidly, it says, but it says at a price. I haven't had a chance to use the weapons themselves, but I'm believing it'll probably be at a cost of like health when you go to use them that the price is going to be. Next are the subtlety rogues. They're going to be getting Fangs of the Devourer. These are called Gorfang and Akari's Will. Gormar, try that again, Gorma, the Devourer, was Sargeras's personal hound. It claimed a ton of lives before it was killed on a far-off world somewhere else. A Dreadlord called Mephistroth, I think is how you pronounce his name, had Gorma's fangs removed and made into actual daggers. Still carrying the hound's decaying essence as it was formed into a dagger. The daggers were then passed to Akari, which was an Eridari, which remember were the original Draenei, which was an Eridari assassin. The on-use ability is called Gorma's Bite, dealing massive amount of damage and ensnaring their targets. Finally, Assassination rogues will be getting Anguish and Sorrow. Gul'dan had these daggers made for Garona. These blades are thought to drink blood and inflict poison. Garona used these to kill countless enemies while under Gul'dan's control, including King Langren, which we learned that was killed right in front of Varian, which is why Varian has such a high hatred for orcs. Garona had Merrill Winterstorm, Merrill Fellstorm, the same thing. Hide the blades afterwards, after she had lost growth of control from Gul'dan, so that they would never be used to be killed again. These blades are also known as the Kingslayers and have the on-use ability called King's Bane that injects a target with a super strong poison. I think the class hall, I think a lot of the rogue lore that is going to be coming out of this is going to be phenomenal. We're going to be able to see names like Garona and Valeera, even Merrill Fellstorm, which is more associated with mage lore. We're going to see a lot of him coming through the storylines. It's also coming through the rogue storyline as well. So it's going to be pretty neat. So going forward, I'm really looking forward to playing some of this. I have a level 100 rogue. Probably going to try out the new Cutlass Outlaw style. Because it's, are you going to hide in the shadows of strike? Would you be willing to attempt to assassinate the target with a powerful blow, or are you going to go toe-to-toe with your enemy and overpower them? And those are going to be your big three choices as a rogue when you come in Legion.
Awesome.
I love Garona.
There's still a little bit of video left. So I did take there's two little parts inside the Rogue Order Hall that you click the knocker and it ports you back to Dalaran. The first time I did it was an accident. I didn't know what it did. It was one of those, there's a button, I got to push it. And then I hope I didn't include it in this video. I thought I went back and recorded it. Now you can see me panning around. I apologize if it's making you seasick. I'm trying to find Pepe because Pepe's in that room and I know he is. I spent a good 40 minutes trying to find what's happening right now.
Uh-oh.
What's going on, David? Yeah, you're not muted, bro.
Secret sauce.
We can totally hear you. Sorry about that crumbling and chewing, guys. It's not his fault. He's special.
I'm stuffing my face. I haven't ate all day. Sorry.
Why you have just one of those per episode anyway.
So here's the second knocker that I did hit. It's something. Some Belle likes touching knockers. It is true, but I did enjoy seeing it port you to different parts inside Dalaran as well, which is pretty cool. Also, I think we're approaching that time where it might be Broodie's birthday officially where she's at. I'm not sure. I think with the time difference, it is officially her birthday. If I am correct in that, happy birthday, Broodie. We do love you. But that's pretty much the video. I did like the Rogue Order Hall because there's treasures, right? Because you're an outlaw. I have the assassination video to finish for the artifact weapon, and then I'll upload those this evening. So tomorrow you guys will be able to see all three specs for the artifact weapons and see what what Lycan was talking about